like to answer?
And by the way, teacher, today you are so beautiful in my view. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind.
Yeah. Connecting that question, I have a saying, you know, one in Rome, and do as a Roman. And if you are like that, you will be all right wherever you go. When a group of people plan to camp in Myanmar, I will say you can feel a lot of natural beauty in Myanmar, and you can have a lot of traditional food, and especially including chili. And I ever had that foreigners and don't have chili, so I wanna avoid by having chili, a pounded chili. You can take a new experience. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great job.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you finished? Okay. I didn't want to cut you off if you had something else you were going to say. Okay. Excellent. We'll do one or two more people, and then we'll probably switch to the other speaking prompt and do that for just a shorter time, and then play our game. Sing Stian It Kim, do you want to share?
Okay. In our country, we wonder when tourists come, like everyone stares at them, and when they stares at them, I don't be nervous. I said because we are so proud to see them, and also their skin, like English, or their skin is so white, right? But in Myanmar, most of people are skin in brown or something, but some people may be white, but most of people are brown. So also English are white, and some people, they want to speak to them, but as you know, Myanmar are so shy to speak to others, something like that. So I advise that. And also when you come in Myanmar, if you put on some tanaka, like I put it on here. This is in here. This is so hot season, so if we put on tanaka, it's cool and it's good too.
Yeah, that's smart. Excellent job. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Salai Victor, would you like to answer?
First of all,
I'm not sure if you can hear me because it's lagging a bit.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hi.
Thank you. So I'm new here, so I'm a bit late because I don't know when the class starts.
No worries.
But I will answer the question. Yeah. First of all, I'm Pem Wing Yi. And I will just answer the question because I don't want others to be late too. So if a group of people come to my country or from overseas, I would like to say that they're.
Oh no, you're muted.
They're all welcome here, and really rare that we meet face to face. So most of the time, they're also enjoying their own trip, so I don't really go and interrupt them. And to give advice, I will also like to give them space, so I haven't really give them any advice, but if I have to say now, is to bring your water bottles everywhere and try to just stay cold and stay hydrated, because as you know, the weather here is really hot unless you're at the north of Myanmar. So it's really important, bring your umbrellas, and also as another student said earlier, yeah, you can try to wear tanaka because it will cool down your skin. It helps a lot.
Mhm. Yeah, excellent. Thank you for sharing.
And also,
Mhm.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent job. Thank you. Okay, we're going to switch to the next speaking prompts. We'll spend a shorter amount of time on this one. This one, so the previous one was just I found online. I thought it was interesting. I like learning from you guys. Y'all are brilliant. But the second one is from an official practice test. I like to throw these questions in because I know some of you guys are studying to take the Duolingo test or the TOEFL test to pass the exam, and I want to give you some practice just getting used to those types of questions, so you're not surprised when you take that exam. But we'll just spend a shorter time on this one. So it says, many believe that formal standardized exams are the only effective way to assess a student's performance. To what extent do you agree or disagree? And they didn't have an example answer. Normally they do, but this time they didn't. But I thought it'd be interesting to put it in it anyways. So, but typically when they ask these types of questions, they're looking for some sort of introduction about like how much you agree or disagree, and then your reasons and some like examples either from your own life or someone you know or like research you know. So like reasons and examples, and then some sort of like concluding statement about what you just said. So many believe that formal standardized exams are the only effective way to assess a student's performance, like in school. To what extent do you agree or disagree? And I'm going to try and call on people who I have not yet called on. So I had called on Salai Victor. I believe I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If you would like to go first.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I didn't know, I don't know much about that question, but I think I want to agree a little. But I really don't know about that kinds of stated exams, and because I'm new here, so
So
that's why
yeah.
Okay.
So, it's worded strangely, and I kept it that way because I know some people are practicing for the test, but all it's saying is like your regular tests that you would take in school, paper and pencil, or like that are just like question and you have to answer it, question, you have to answer it, because you can I'm giving probably too much information, but you can assess students in other ways of like they can write a speech and present it, or create some sort of project and present it, or all sorts of different things. So this one is saying, what do you think? Should it be like paper and pencil exam of question answer, or do you think that they could do any sort of project and be assessed, or that could be a test for them? And if you don't want to answer, that's okay, but that's just a little more information if it helps.
I think formal and standard exams, for some people, formal and extended exams are not good for them, so I don't really agree with that formal and standard exam, because some people may have a weak in language or some things, or writing, and about writing is essay or something like this. But some people may have a good in formal or standard exams. So I don't really agree with that kinds of exam, and I wish to do all performance, something like if someone have a singing talent, so they need to exam with that kinds of exam. So it is a very good for educations, and also it will improve his or her how can I say, his or her life or something. It's education. That's why I don't really agree with that.
Yeah, excellent. I think you explained very well, and you gave examples, you gave reasons, and you concluded it. That was excellent. Wonderful job. Mhm. Okay, I'm gonna try and find someone I've not called on yet. Sophia, I don't believe I've called on you yet. Would you like to answer?
Okay. You can hear my voice. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay. First of all, I think that some of the people, there's a more talented in sports like this team. They are more talented. I think sport more than education. There are some of the people, and also I just really want to touch is some of the people who are really intelligent and who have a good results in exam, but even they have a bad manners or like this, they like it. They didn't respect the older peoples, or even if he make some mistake that he did, isn't the guy too, but he doesn't take on that word. At the time, some of the people have a good manners, but they didn't have a good result in the exam. So that's why. Yeah, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah. Excellent job. Those are good reasons, and you give like this explanation about it. That's good. Thank you. Jerusan, would you like to answer?
Yes, teacher.
Uh-huh.
Yes, for me, I disagree with this statement because in Myanmar, our learning subjects are like Myanmar, English, mathematics, and geography, and history, and science. So for me, Myanmar and English are language subjects, but it teach us the stories, and it includes many how can I say that, many examples and many knowledge paragraphs. So I think it helps in real life to be more mature. And mathematics is also very important because we can't calculate with them, and also science too. So I disagree with this statement because exams helps me to memorize our lessons, but it happens in real life, I think.
That's a great statement. you know I'm a teacher. I like that statement. Excellent job. Things need to be important for your real life. Jesse, would you like to answer?
Yes, teacher. Me too. I disagree with this because I think not only the formal standardized exam are the only effective way, because there are so many ways we can study. We can study like studying in real life, and studying another like studying in every school is not the same, because they have their own teaching way, and how do I say, because of that, schools are competing in every
Like every subject?
subject, and which which school can make the best student. That's just like that, they always compete, and how do I say, their exam are not the same. That's why I disagree with this.
Okay, so the exams are not like standardized. They're not the same for every area.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you explained that well. Excellent job. It's hard for me. Sometimes you guys say, how do I say this? I'm like, I don't know. But I think you explained it well. So good job. I'm trying to find someone's name. Ruth, would you like to answer? It's Ruth Pia. Yes, hello.
Hello. I disagree with this topic because I think it is not the only effective way to assess students' performance. And at that time, they could be sick or bad situation, so the student couldn't perform very well. So think uh, I think it is not the only effective way to assess the student performance.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Thank you. Wonderful job. Okay, give me a second. Sometimes it takes a second to skip through the names. Your name says Par. I assume that's your name. Would you like to answer?
Oh, yes. Okay. I agree with the topic, especially for as a Myanmar student. We always use this formal standardized exam. We could be bored, and whenever we take exam in school, it is about our study. So I think this is the only the chance for only good as. So this is not fair for a student who good at art or exercise and so many other talented students. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Good reasons. Good explanation. Luffy, would you like to answer?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. My bad.
Sorry.
That's okay. No problem at all.
Is it me,
Yes.
ma'am? Okay. Thank you. For me, I don't agree with this statement. Because Myanmar school teaches how from only inside the box,
Mhm.
and they don't share some knowledge from the outside of the box. They only learn from the test and from the textbook. So we don't know how to think from outside the box, and we don't actually know how to research. We don't really have research. That's why I don't agree with this.
That's
Thank
interesting.
you.
So even in when you're able to take your university classes, you still don't do any like research in that at that level?
Yes, I think so. If
Okay.
we only have a few,
Okay.
like a few. Yes.
That's very interesting. See,
Yes.
in the United States, I mean, I guess in high school I did a couple research papers, I suppose, but in college that's like almost all that I did. Is most of my assessments, most of my exams, I had very little